Hello everyone, welcome back to LeadWave. Today in this tutorial, I am going to explain you about a module called Chatbot Flows. I am feeling very proud to say that LeadWave has got one of the best chatbot ever. It takes care of the chatbot flow by using nodes. What is nodes? I am going to explain you in a little bit. Okay, so whenever you create a chatbot flow, just click on the main menu called Chatbot Flow and click on Create Flow. You will have to give any name. You can give description, it is not mandatory. If you want to specify what is this chatbot all about, you can specify the description also. You have to select the instance ID here and write a keyword. For example, in this case, for a demonstration, I'll write help. Okay, so when you scroll down here, you will find a couple of more settings. For example, instead of small letters HELP, if I write H in capital letters, in that case, you can select match case. So if the customer writes exactly the same way, then only it will trigger. Otherwise, it will not trigger. Okay. So in this case, I'll just simply write the normal case. In the match type, we have contains, exact match, starts with, and ends with. So if we have a word, similar words, but in some variation, you can use either exact match or ends with or start with. Okay, this is as per the requirement. So for a demonstration, I'll keep it default one, which contains. Okay, would on period is the same like I have explained you in the last video, auto reply. So whenever customer keeps sending help, it will not trigger for the minutes which you specify here. Okay, message delay in second, you can specify 5, 10, whatever you want. So when customer is messaging this keyword, it will not immediately trigger the chatbot flow. It will wait for 5 seconds and trigger. Okay, the flow is active. Now here comes the interesting parts. So in this chatbot, this is the only application in the market which works on nodes. For all the other application, whether it is cloud-based application or Windows application, you just have to write a keyword, type a message, and that message will trigger when the customer types a trigger word. But here in this case, like it says chatbot flow, you can create an entire flow of your customer interaction. Okay, so I will not go, I'm not going to explain how this is going to work. I'll create one for you, so it will help you understand in a better manner. Okay, so I'll keep adding nodes and I'll try to explain that in the middle. So I'm creating a new node. I'll write name as welcome. I'll keep the node type as message. I'm not going to use template for a demonstration. I'll write a message. Thanks for messaging lead wave. How may I help you? Okay. So this is the first trigger this customer is going to get when it is typing help. Okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'll simply click on add modes. So this one node is created. I'm going to add another node. I'll write name, and this time instead of node type as message, I'll select question and I'll ask customer, please mention your name. I'm going to scroll down, and in this exact extract variable option, I'll write main. I'm not going to do anything. I'll simply click on add mocks. I'll create one more node. This time I will select node name as perhaps. I'll select the node type as question again. Scroll down. I mention the name hello curly bracket name, because we are extracting the variants from the last node. Which product are you interested in? Question mark. I scroll down and there is one beautiful option called options. I'll write lead wave, first option, second option, lead flow. I'm just writing random names and I'll write WhatsApp API just for an example. Okay, I'll scroll down, I'll stick on add nodes. Okay, so let's test these three nodes first. Okay, before that, before saving this chatbot flow, I'm going to make few changes. I'm going to edit the first node, scroll down, and I'll select next node from name. I'll update. I'm going to come on name, scroll down. I'll select next node as product. I'll update. I'll scroll down. I'll click on create flow. Okay. Now let's test how this is going to work. I'll open the handset. The keyword what we have specified is help. So I'll write help here. It will wait for 5 seconds because we have specified the delay. Now I got the message. Thanks for messaging lead whale. How may I help you? I says, I need product. Again, maybe wait for 5 seconds and it will read the second node. Please mention your name. So I write Rahul. Immediately after 5 seconds, it will mention my name and it will give me a couple of actions. Okay. So this has sent the buttons lead wave, lead flow, WhatsApp API. Okay. So this flow is going to be never ending. So now I have created three buttons lead wave, lead flow, WhatsApp API. So what we can do, either we continue this flow in the same chatbot flow, or you can create a new chatbot flow by entering the keyword as lead wave. So what happens when customer selects option lead wave, immediately this chatbot flow will start triggering. Okay, isn't it amazing? So let me explain a couple of more things. Apart from message and question, there are two more motives, which is action and condition. When you select action, you will be able to send this information to a webhook, or you can send email, you can save this data, you can transfer this to some other API, or you can add delay. Okay, so we have specified the delay while creating the chatbot, that is true. But apart from that, if there is a case wherein you need to wait a little longer to analyze the information from the backend, you can add the delay also. Okay, when it comes to send email, I'll have to go to the setting from the main module and I'll have to configure the email settings and create email templates here. Okay, so how this is going to work, if you have a business which provides real estate services, so if someone is inquiring with you about a project, so immediately after this entire chatbot flow, you can trigger them a mail which has a quotation of the property. Okay, so there are a lot of permutation combination you can use to create this kind of a chatbot flow. This is an amazing feature. In no single application, whether it is a Windows application or a cloud-based application, you will find such. In fact, there are 90% official WhatsApp API application does not have this kind of functionalities. So explore this and you will love it. I hope you understood the glimpse about chatbot flow, and I will see you in the next video.